Nick Bostrom's simulation argument, proposed in 2003, presents a provocative challenge to our understanding of reality. It doesn't definitively claim we are living in a simulation, but rather lays out a trilemma, suggesting that one of three possibilities must be true. Either advanced civilizations are incapable of creating realistic simulations, or they choose not to, or we are almost certainly living in one. This essay will explore the core tenets of Bostrom's argument and examine its implications. The central idea hinges on the potential for technologically advanced civilizations to develop the capacity to create conscious simulations. Bostrom argues that if such a civilization exists, it could potentially generate a vast number of simulated beings, each with their own subjective experiences and awareness. Given the sheer number of these simulated realities compared to the single base reality, the argument posits that a randomly selected conscious entity is far more likely to be a simulated being than a real one. Therefore, the probability of us being simulated is significantly higher than us being in the base reality. This conclusion rests on several key assumptions. First, it assumes that consciousness can be replicated within a computational framework. While we don't currently understand the precise nature of consciousness, the argument doesn't require a complete understanding. It merely suggests that if consciousness is a process that can be instantiated in a physical system, then it could also be instantiated in a sufficiently complex computational system. Second, it assumes that advanced civilizations, if they exist, would have the resources and motivation to create such simulations. While we can't know the motivations of hypothetical advanced beings, the argument suggests that creating simulated universes could be a technologically feasible and perhaps even desirable activity for them. They might be driven by scientific curiosity, historical preservation, or even entertainment. The trilemma arises from these assumptions. If we accept the possibility of conscious simulations, then we must consider the three options Bostrom outlines. The first option is that such simulations are technologically impossible. This could be due to fundamental limitations in our understanding of physics or computation. Or perhaps there are unforeseen barriers that prevent the creation of truly conscious simulated beings. The second option is that even if technologically feasible, advanced civilizations choose not to create such simulations. Perhaps they recognize the ethical implications of creating sentient beings within a simulated environment, or perhaps they have other priorities. The third option, and the one Bostrom considers most likely, is that we are already living in a simulation. The implications of the simulation argument are profound. If we are indeed living in a simulation, it raises questions about the nature of reality, free will, and our place in the cosmos. Who are the simulators? What is their purpose? Is our reality just a grand experiment or a form of entertainment for them? While the argument doesn't provide definitive answers to these questions, it forces us to reconsider our fundamental assumptions about the universe and our existence within it. The simulation argument is not without its critics. Some argue that it relies on untestable assumptions and that it's ultimately a philosophical thought experiment with little bearing on our actual reality. Others question the assumption that consciousness can be simulated, or that advanced civilizations would necessarily create such simulations. Despite these criticisms, the simulation argument remains a compelling and thought-provoking challenge to our understanding of reality, forcing us to confront the possibility that the world we perceive may be nothing more than an elaborate computer program. Whether or not we ultimately accept its conclusions, the simulation argument serves as a valuable exercise in questioning our assumptions and expanding our understanding of the universe.